Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and we'll call this video the case of the disappearing 24H2, as there's a lot of comments on that of different kinds. One today also that I did see, and regularly, I think each week there are some. So you guys go to your settings app and you go into Windows Update, and you notice, oh, 24H2 is available. It's offered to me. And it might disappear and not be there. Or it might be on one machine but not on the other, and yet the machines are exactly the same. So why does that happen? What is the problem? So one of the first things that can happen, and the first case scenario we're going to talk about, you checked update, it was there, you clicked install, it started installing, it failed, and it reverted back to 23H2, and since then you don't see it anymore. Well, this could be a case of telemetry being sent to Microsoft with your hardware, and before it will show back, they will actually, maybe, possibly, take a look at why it failed and see if it's not an issue that they should fix or not, and so on. So this could happen, and this could happen that it disappears because it failed, which would be kind of normal because it failed once, so it's kind of waiting maybe to see if there's an approval for a future update, and it will probably reappear at some point for most of you. Now, the second case, two exactly identical PCs. One that I actually had commented, did you have anything different on it, software, anything? And he tells me it is exactly the same configuration, the same machine with the same hardware, and the same software installed. Nothing different. They're two identical machines because he needs to have them identical. So one gets 24H2, while the other one doesn't. Why? Well, that I gotta say is one of those mysteries of how Windows appears in Windows Update and what triggers a update. Now, there's several things with Microsoft that can happen. First, there's a limit of the maximum of bandwidth that will allow Windows to send Windows out for your machines to download and install it. Sometimes it could be that at one point, where you were with your internet connection, it was offered, one machine grabbed it, the other machine didn't see it because you didn't do, the check for Windows 11 24H2 at the same moment. So it was available at that time. It wasn't for some reason. It could simply be Microsoft just because Microsoft does slowly choose who's getting it in a certain way. So there's checks that are done all the time, and it will trigger yes or no 24H2 for you. Maybe something has changed between the time from you got it on one and Microsoft is investigating hardware that is on those machines before it sends it on the other one. It could happen. And it doesn't mean that when you have an investigation that the update is going to be bad. It might simply be because telemetry is saying something is not right on this hardware. It could, like I said, just be pure luck. You got it on one, the other one still doesn't see it, and will see it at some point in time because, like I said, not all machines are updated at the same time to alleviate the charge, the amount of data being sent out from the servers. The case of the disappearing 24H2 number 3 is turned on my PC. It was offered to me. I didn't install it immediately. Went on doing other stuff. Came back next day. It's not there anymore. Not offered. I click check updates. It doesn't show up. And it can be an on and off thing. It shows up one day, doesn't show up the other day. It shows up again a month later. And so that also, I think, has a lot to do with Microsoft's own way of sending it out. Not all the time at everybody. Not everyone gets it at the same time. So you were chosen once, might have disappeared because you didn't install it at that moment. It might reappear at some other point. One thing for sure, whatever case scenario you are in, you will see it in the settings app before the end of the year, because you'll have to move on from 23H2 to 24H2. So don't worry about it. I know it's mysterious and bizarre, but a lot of it has to do with Microsoft's own servers and the way they detect stuff and decide to push things around. It's weird. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.